Hello and welcome to Denslet, a channel for intelligent and curious people like you who are searching for human sexuality in the age of artificial intelligence. And in this channel, we usually try to find a best possible answer to a question. And today's question is very meaningful question, of course. How sex robots will affect human life? Well, in general, not I'm not talking about sex robots, but in general, robots have the potential to revolutionize our lives in the near future by performing tasks that are dangerous, repetitive, or time consuming. We know that because it is already used in healthcare, manufacturing, or in some cases, agriculture in developed countries to help or enhance efficiency, productivity, and accuracy in various industries. So it has revolutionized in our different type of repetitive tasks. But at the same time, there are a few potential problems as long as physically intimate act is concerned. That is why I am talking about sex robots here. Because when you become too reliant on sex robots or human robots for emotional support and companionship, it could be dangerous. We will talk about it in detail, great detail in this video. But before we proceed, let me tell you one thing. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And if you have already subscribed, thanks a lot. And I hope I'll in the future I'll get that support. Finally, although I talk about human sexuality and sometimes sex robot, but there is no vulgarity in this channel, and I don't promote any kind of vulgarity through this channel. On the contrary, I talk about scientific facts and technical details. Now let's come back to the negative parts of this effect. First of all, lack of reciprocity. Reciprocity means when you behave or interact with some people, you expect some reciprocation, right? So how does a sex robot can reciprocate you in some cases where it needs a kind of understanding or logical explanations or sentience? Since this type of robots which we use today have no sentience, no consciousness, or no feelings, you cannot expect any kind of reciprocation. That is number one. So it can't provide you any kind of emotional support or, in that way, emotional companionship. Number two, unrealistic expectations. Humanoid robots are often designed to be very human like in their appearance and behavior. This can lead people to think that or expect that the robot can do the same thing as humans do, right? Someone may expect the robot to be able to understand their deepest emotions and provide them with the same level of support as a close friend or family member. It never happens, right? When the robot inevitably falls short of these expectations, of course, it can lead to disappointment and frustration because these are not repetitive tasks. It requires a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings that these robots lack. And the most dangerous part of the whole thing is addiction. Humanoid robots can be addictive. They are always available to talk, to listen, and listen because these are repetitive tasks. Remember, and they never judge or criticize because they don't have any kind of emotions. So the power of judgment is definitely they lack. This can make them very appealing to people who are feeling lonely or isolated. However, relying too heavily on a robot for emotional support can lead to addiction. This can be just as harmful as any other addiction, such as you can think of any addiction. I don't want to elaborate it here. And in addition to those psychological problems, there are also some practical problems that can arise when you become too reliant on human robots for emotional support and companionship. For example, robots are machines, after all, at the end of the day, and they can break down or malfunctions. What will do? What will do if you are get addicted to a human robot partner? If you come to rely on a robot for your emotional well-being, a breakdown could be devastating, isn't it? But for any kind of repetitive tasks, it doesn't matter. You can hire another robot and do the same thing. I hope it makes a sense, right? So please think about it and progress your or strategize your next plan in that way carefully before buying your robot partner, right? So that is it today for today, and I'll talk about it more, of course, in later video. Till then, goodbye, stay safe, and take care.